Hello, let's do Wordle for August 30th. If you would like a word on the Wordle wheel, like all of these, which I'm about to spin, you just have to join as a member. There is a link under the video. You just hit join, and you can add 1 to 5 words, such as Tyson here added 5 words because Tyson is a super supporter, and Tyson added loves as one of the 5 words. All right. Well, let's play Wordle. We'll start with loves. All right, we have an E and an L. My immediate thought is ELLY, like jelly, belly, telly. I don't know if I don't know. I mean, repeating the L isn't bad because I know I have an L. So what are the letters that would go before Ellie? That might be a fun thing to think about. So it could be, I think telly is possible. Deli is not spelled that way. Kelly, jelly for sure. I don't remember what we've had before. Belly. Yo Nelly. I think T, J, and B are kind of the big ones. I probably don't need to get a J at this point, but if I can think of a word that has a B and a T that works here, it should be pretty easy. I can do a BL. I can put the E in the middle, and then I can use a T, and this isn't a word. I can put the E at the end. I don't think blight is a word, but not spelled that way. It's BLIGHT. I don't know if blate is a word. You know what? I'm just gonna guess something like plate. Let's actually think about this further. There's just really common letters that I haven't tried yet. I usually get stung if I don't try them early. So TRN are kind of the big letters left. You go for an A as well, but the problem is the L doesn't really fit in well with any of those letters. Yeah, Talon maybe, but no, there's no O, and we need an E. Trend. Yeah, let's just go for trend right now. I don't know why I had the LE trap stuck in my head. Wait, I missed the L. Ah, oh, shoot. I meant to include the L. That was a big mistake. I did a filler by accident. All right, I got to be more careful here. I try really hard not to do that. All right, so we have... I still think L could be second, and then we could end in E, and then this could be a T. No, inflate's a word, but is flate a word? I mean, maybe I should have just guessed plate when I was thinking of plate. All right, I should have guessed plate when I was thinking of plate. What else is there? Elate. All right. Trend was such a mistake. I should have just hit enter on plate. That would have been so good. I mean, I wasn't going to do elate second, but plate second I thought of. Darn it. Okay. My logic led me right there, and then I second guessed myself and guessed something that it couldn't be. Wonderful. So we could just pretend that trend isn't there and that I got it in 3 if you would prefer. No, we can't do that. All right. Well, let's check with the bot and see how we did. So the answer was elate. And I started with loves. Oops. Love. Here we go. Loves. Okay. Yikes. It would have gone with dealt. That's an interesting one. Plate is way up there. Blate would have been accepted, and it would have been good. So I could have gone with blate as well, but I probably would have followed up with plate after that. I still gotten a 4, but yeah, my logic was perfect, and then I just completely messed it up. I went with trend, which isn't going to be in the list because I have it in hard mode. But after trend, it's saying later plate. Actually, there's a lot of words left, but I went with the correct plate here, and then now it was only late. Would have accepted blate here, or alate. Interesting. Let's see. It would have gone with dealt, though. Not quite these two. And we're down to a late plate. Probably would have gone plate before late. But it could have, in terms of a 50-50, it's 50-50 for 3 or 4. Let's look at Salé. Oh my gosh, Salé has most of the letters already, but they're all yellow. So, you might think of pedal or plate. Those are the best options. There's actually elate, fetal, metal, pedal, and plate. Interesting. So I think no matter what we go, it's just going to be elate left after from these two. Cool. Least might be better because it might get some greens. Yeah, now it's only, least is better in this case, elate or plate only. Probably go plate, prefer late. This is going to be a lot of people's least solves. And then a due. These are just extremely common starts, according to the Wordle bot, the official one. So I like to go through these, but we're just going to pick the top result until we get the answer. So, oh, slate. Yeah. Oh, isn't slate what, yeah, slate is another cell anagram, and slate is what the bot starts with. But there's still a bit of a trap with that. We got audio. Audio again, not a great start. We're going to do lapse and then blare and then glace for some reason and then flake. And it gets a late in 6. Wow. That's nasty. It took a while to get that T. And finally, we will do trace. One day trace will get into. Okay, it's going to go trace and then slate, which makes a whole lot of sense. And then maybe plate a late or something like that. All right, cool. Well, that is it for Wordle. If you would like to watch the ever increasingly number of games in the New York Times games video, you can click at the end of that video. It'll take you right there. And if you want to watch any of my videos that I published today, there is a pinned comment. Very useful for those who like to watch all my videos. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.